Good evening, Speed Gaming fans. Welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Irongol Championship match, or the first championship match of Season 3. I am Hate 13th, joined in the booth by Admiral Tryhard, with Danny and Papadux providing the tracking for us. Tonight, we feature the recent winner of our Season 3 opening race, Dale Markin, versus the reigning champion and recent spring tournament winner, Wigglypuff. Will Ale Markin be able to strip the double-belted champ from his Irongol belt, or will it remain the Year of the Puff? We're going to find out here soon. Pick up the flags that these two madmen decided upon. I'm going to toss the mic on over to my co-commentator, Admiral Tryhard.
Thank you, Ate. For these flags, in terms of gameplay, we've got a pretty simple to follow seed. We've got a couple of loose items, namely some loose transportation like the canoe and the floater. However, the difficulty comes in terms of the scaling. Enemy bosses could have up to 2.5 times their base stats, and their HP could be triple their base values. As for other main flags, we've got some changes to Black Belt MDEF, making promotion for Black Belts always a viable option, making them actually improve upon promotion. Let's see, I'm trying to look over. I think there won't be... There's a few other flags. We've got a free bridge, we've got some northern docks placement, particularly around Lefane, keeping that open.
Yeah, it looks like that they opted to go for the Gaia Mountain Pass and the Lefane River Dock, which means that you can get to both of those locations without the floater.
Yes, we could very well see some non-floater strats. That'll be fun to see.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to roll for him, because with that lovely little thing there, that means that technically the fairy could be holding the floater.
Very well could be. Now, we've got one other thing to go over. The contestants have drafted their parties together. Looks like we've got a black mage, thief, black belt, and white mage. So no fighter strats tonight. Sadly, I'm a big fighter fan myself.
Yeah, looks like not much surprising coming from Wigglypuff that there's a black belt rolling, because, well, Wigglypuff is the master of the black belt.
Yeah. I could never get behind black belt strats as well as just open box, get sword, beat chaos.
Black belt strats are, perfectly viable if you can, find a good grind tile for him. And honestly, Wigglypuff he has this amazing ability to just find the grind tiles.
I wish I had that skill.
And the runners are off. It looks like
we got some okay sweeper spells in black magic. However, white magic having harm 4 and wall, some good offense and defense.
Yeah, the wall will work as a faux ribbon, so they won't have to touch as many boxes. And hey, looks like the pro ring's rolling pretty well up on this one.
As well as the early cloth +2. This is some deep, good Cornelia armor.
Yeah. Though there's also that iron -7, because these two mad lads decided to go for a blursing range on the armor of -7 to +7.
Yeah. We also have a slightly less chaotic blursings on the weapons, going from -2 to +6, I believe. Yep.
That's gonna end up with some pretty strong stuff there. Like, I saw that iron hammer there, +6. Oh, and
this is real power bonk. Just get our big hammer.
Yep. And for those of you who were paying attention, if you notice, the Temple of Fiends looks a little bit strange here. That's because they have turned on the flip dungeons horizontally. So some of these dungeons are going to be flipped around. So as Puff just found out, that's the key locked side.
Yeah, the Temple of Fiends being the first dungeon is not a great way to remind you that just flipped horizontally.
Yeah, and the quick and easy way to tell it is, well, if Aelmarkin actually manages to beat Chaos, or when Puff walks into there, the pillars that normally would be surrounding Chaos are a bit further spaced out. They don't stay, well, true to the edge on it.
That is a pretty good tell. Now let's see if Aelmarkin can kill Garland.
If he can slap him to death with his Black Mage.
Should have gotten like a +6 knife or something, man.
Something, anything. Ooh boy, iron -7. Here's a really heavy plate.
Here's a piece of iron so heavy that you can't even use it as a shield. Like at that point, I'm pretty sure it'll give you like 1 defense.
+1 defense, -7 evasion. You're basically strapping a big heavy chunk of iron to your arm. That's it.
Really primitive armor.
And Puff deciding, you know what? This sucks. I'm not going to deal with these things. And Aelmarkin going, all right, resetting. I'm going to go buy some stuff.
Yeah, I like to play from the Puff, where he's like, I got some levels. I think Chaos is going to be a bit safer because he's also got an extra spell charge, maybe or 2.
Yeah, got a little bit of loot. Was able to, well, get those nunchucks +6 and that armor
Using
+6.
Nunchucks on a black belt. This is groundbreaking.
Well, you know, level 1 black belt or level 3 black belt, it's going to need all the help it can get.
That's fair. We've got the rod from the king, and the slap. Not much in terms of progression at the start.
Yeah, both these runners are getting things that'll be useful once they find the canal and the ship, wherever they may be.
Or maybe the floater. You never know.
Never know, but I doubt they'll find the floater. At least, I hope they won't find the floater early. I don't generally delight in people suffering. Okay, yes, that's a lie. I do delight in the suffering of the runners generally,
Yeah.
but only up to a certain point.
I mean, if you want to see the runners suffer, the mystery flag set happening this weekend, it would be your jam.
Oh, yes, I really hope I can catch that. That's going to be a fun one to watch. The weekend at Xenos.
Aelmarkin taking down that bridge boss. That's certainly a good start with how tough Garland is with the scaling.
Yep, and Puff gonna go roll Matoya and see what she's got hiding in her closet. See if she's got anything of value.
Another heavy piece of iron.
Yeah, and you know, an axe that no one can use.
I'm telling you, man, fighter strats. Looks like these ogres are also rolled up on their stats. Yeah, they're just beating up George. Oh, because they're unrunnable. Looks like we've got not unrun. We have some attacks and enemies you cannot run from. That's how I say it. So even if you had a really good thief, you're gonna have a hard time. Alright. I believe Pate 13 is having some technical difficulties. He'll be back shortly. For now, in Provoca, we've got level 2 Black Magic, not all that great. However, I did not catch the White Magic. And also, Vicky giving the key. So Aelmarkin's hustling all the way back to Corneria and checking Matoya's cave along the way. Meanwhile, Puff will basically swap with Ale in terms of what they're doing. That Mystic Key will actually provide to be really good in this race because Marsh Locked is incentivized, so now they not only that, but Marsh Cave also has an incentive, so there's 2 incentives within Marsh that are now open to the runners. I fully expect them to be diving Marsh. Despite how much Puff protests against Marsh being a location he wants to go to, I get a strong feeling they're both going to be in there. Yeah, Mark inside. We've got some decently priced housing. Not the cheapest, but certainly not the most expensive I've seen. And now, Elmarkin is going to be using the early open progression to make his way west. In the vanilla game, there's going to be some mountains that would be blocking Ale's path. Oh no, he's heading back to Temple of Fiends because of the key lock chests. He's looking for that loose transportation, loose canal, loose canoe even. Let's see if he finds anything. Nope, just a soft. Although rock golems and mud golems could certainly be a good source to grind. Ooh, these are some tough mud golems though. Maybe he'll grind them a bit later. Ooh, never mind. These golems have damage poison. That's going to be making too much of a resource-intensive grind. Yep. Poor Puff's dying to the damage poison once again. Dwarf Cave, though, certainly has some nice money.
Apologies for my sudden absence there. My computer decided that I needed to see a blue screen and then just take its time to reboot. Anywho.
Well, in the meantime, we've got some more heavy iron armor. Iron armor -4.
Ew. Well, I mean, with a range of +to -7, I'm not too surprised to see some really bad armor.
Oh, on the other end, Grigglypuff selling a Flame Sword +6. My fighter brain is crying right now. That's my strat of get sword, kill chaos, win game is in shambles after seeing that Flame Sword be sold.
Oh, Flame Sword +6. I mean, that does hurt to see, but his thief, who is the only one who'd be able to wear it, is very closely examining the floor and probably will remain so.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch the class Blur Sync, but to me, normally, this is cool, very early to down a thief. Like, why'd you bring him at all?
Because he had to.
Oh, right, forced party draft. So, Ale is the one rocking the thief right now, while the black belt's taking a dirt nap. You know, it's not every day you see that.
Yeah, not every day, but it should be.
Thief gang.
Yeah.
Fighters and thieves. What more could you want? Get that. Ooh. Opal bracelet +4. You love to see it.
That is a very nice find, yeah.
And mummy tile. That's a good early game grind, especially with fire 2 and fade.
And harm 4.
Oh, but he knows blaze.
Oh my. Yep. Suddenly that tail goes from, this could be good to, nope.
Nope, nope, nope. I would like to leave.
I have no interest in what you are selling, good sir. Please let me run away.
It's like those like deceptive. No, it's like those medication ads for like the person on the ads, like, oh, this is so amazing, and then you get to the side effects.
And Ale Markin finding a ship hidden in the Elfin King's closet.
That a giant sword +2. Considering his thief has flame sword +6, that probably.
Oh, his thief is wielding that flame sword, huh? I must be able to equip fighter swords there.
Oh, I don't know if he's actually equipping it right now. I'm just saying I know he would in the future.
Ah, okay. And finding look like fast Hygnid level 3 black. That's a good one to find there.
Fast, warp, and temper in the same level.
And yeah, I'm not sure if Ale walked away from that Opal Cheerio after getting murdered, or if he picked it back up. I don't think he did, though.
No, he didn't, because he reset out of there because everyone died.
Reset, got burned out, plus or minus the same.
And Gregglypuff's sharing his fate, but he's going back in. He is not leaving that Opal +4.
Yeah, that is a beautifully powerful piece of armor. And to point out Classic Gamer, or to point it out for Classic Gamer in chat, they actually are using the improved Lamp, Cure, and Aim Mute spells and such. So yes, Lamp will actually have some good use.
Gregglypuff sticking that Opal +4 right onto his black belt. No hesitation.
Quite understandably, with a 42 absorb and a 0 penalty to evade. I mean, there is no reason not to. Normally, the only reason to not equip a black belt is because their absorb gets to be pretty good as is, but 42 absorb, one piece of armor, that's the same.
Remember, we've got Pro Rings +4 at a shop.
Yes.
It's gonna get even better.
Yeah, so that armor is, or that black belt is actually not gonna be running around naked, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, Gregglypuff decided to take this Cerberus grind. They seem to be pretty docile Cerberi, or Cerebus, nice.
Cerberuses, Cerebi, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you were saying earlier, Gregglypuff will find a place to grind that black belt.
Oh yeah, it's like he has a grind radar.
Yeah, he's getting 1,200 with 3-man strats.
Yeah, I think that was mostly just to try and get him a little bit of stuff, just to get a little bit of momentum going.
Mostly to get that second or third hit, I'm suspecting, with those nunchucks.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if they'll be wielding the nunchucks much beyond level 11 or 12, because that's about the point where the fists start coming into their own.
Oh yeah, but like, Gregglypuff is probably burning off those encounters in the overworld. If you didn't know, random encounters are not random. Instead, Gregglypuff just, goes through. There's a whole encounter table that just it's really big, and it'll loop through itself eventually. So what Gregglypuff was doing was advancing the encounter table to something more advantageous to himself.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure that some of the nastier encounters that he may have encountered earlier are shuffled off. And a first chest he checks, finds a canal. That's his ticket out of the inner sea. And
well, he's not done yet.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to check the spike tiles down here. And
well, remember, Marsh Locked has incentive.
Does it now?
Yes. So when he got that key, I made note of it to say that both runners are gonna dive Marsh. Because there's 2 incentive items right here. Why wouldn't you?
Alright, true point. I forgot that Marsh Locked was incentivized. So it's a good chance to, get some key items and to check some spike tiles.
We've got OK Man here. I love the fun enemy names. It's my favorite fun percent flag.
I'm personally fond of feeding the Titan random things. Like, I love when I find some paste in the Titan's like, I like the paste, yum. Or crayons.
Those flags, like, they turn my brain into mush. I'm sitting there with, like, a friend in a Discord call. I'm like, what the heck is a hurdy-G?
A hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, he's yelling at me because I didn't realize it was an instrument.
I am surprised to see Gregglypuff touching that many boxes in here.
Oh, wait a minute. No, the canal is loose, so there's 3 incentives in Marsh, as stated.
Oh my, right, that is, oh
Marsh.
my. We might actually see him have to go to the attic of Marsh.
This has been quite the experience in Marsh.
Alright, that's strange to see Gregglypuff actually avoiding those spike tiles. I know he's seen one of them, but he hasn't seen the other one yet, I believe.
He might be saving the spike tile checks until he finds where the key item is, so he knows like where to go if something goes wrong.
Yeah, true facts, true facts. This is why he's the champion, and I'm a scrub.
Same, dude. I am also a scrub.
Ugh, and those werewolves with cremate, ugh. Hate to see it.
Recently, in a fun race, Puff and I did, I believe the werewolves had, or Gerwolves had something like Blaze.
Oof, you hate to see it. Ooh, though, the tile that Ailmarkin just stepped on, that's, if those things will go down, that can be pretty tasty XP. Though...
As long as they keep hitting the black belt, it should be fine.
Yeah, but they are pretty chunky. This is the second fade they've... well,
they
2 fades and a lit 2. And looks like lobsters... Unrunnable lobsters are the other spike tile.
And he just... and he's out.
Yeah, nope, not gonna deal with this. Cannot blame him on that one. So another thing, just that I'm not sure if people have noticed or not, because there was fairly recently an update to the randomizer from version 4.1 to 4.2. So one of the other new flags is the chest info flag. So when you open a chest and it has a piece of gear in there, it will show you what the stats are immediately. It's a nice quality of life flag that our wonderful devs have put in.
Oh yeah, I have nothing but respect for the devs being able to do all of this to a 30-something-year-old ROM or game.
A 30-year-old game, and they managed to fit it all on a very small amount, or fit it all on what would be a very small data card, because the NES carts did not have a huge amount of memory on them.
That is fair. Although I do believe with Final Fantasy they would have some extra room, because especially compared to Final Fantasy II on the Famicom, it's a lot smaller in size.
Yeah, but the memory on the cart was really actually quite tightly packed with this one. I don't know the specifics of it, but I know there is not very much room left for what the devs have done. They've been optimizing this like mad. It's actually quite impressive, honestly.
Yeah. Not only that, but fixing a lot of the bugs in this game, as well as even as things you can, turn on and off.
Sweet Christmas, and Ailmarkin found a defense sword +6. Too bad no one can use it.
Sad day. Should have picked a fighter.
I mean, that being said, it's something you can keep around even for later on because never hurts to have a ruse available.
That is 100% true. Like I just literally yesterday I could have saved myself 2.5 hours of grinding, buying spells, preparing, recruiting party members just by finding a defense sword. Like that, with how rough some of these enemies could be.
Yep. Rando gonna rando, and going up into the attic and finding the herb hidden in the marsh attic. That's gonna be kind of musty and nasty, probably.
I wouldn't trust an herb that came from a marsh cave.
And it looks like we're seeing basically a full clear of marsh, because he's already here, why not? And he's got exit casts he can use.
Yeah, I agree with this play.
That being said, I won't be surprised if Grigglypuff grabs that herb and just immediately nopes out, because he has no reason to.
He's checked the linked chest to the one in the top, so he's got less reason to check. He already has those Opal minus for the knowledge of them.
Wow, Grigglypuff actually still looting the other ones too.
Make me eat my words.
Wow. So, Ailmarkin finding the unrunnable Gurimp and Werewolf encounter, because that's nothing more than an annoyance. As somebody who didn't really get too hard into the randomizer until right around the spring tournament time, seeing unrunnable things hurts me in a very, very sensitive spot. Yes! We get to see,
especially as someone who likes having a thief around.
Yeah. So
why bring a thief if you can't even run?
Yeah. So, for those of you who are just watching Ailmarkin's screen, you may have noticed Boat Goes Zoom. That's another lovely little flag that the devs put in with 4.2. Fasty Boat.
Yeah.
Zoomy Boat goes zoom.
The ship travels the same speed as the airship with this flag on. And with the Northern Docks and Gaia Mountain Pass, this is looking... It, really makes everything available. As if you had an airship, but with some extra water encounters.
Yeah. And Ailmarkin finding that the spike tile in Temple of Fiends locked is a bunch of golems.
Yeah, Grigglypuff he's been damage poisoned twice already.
Yeah. Those golems would have been great XP if they didn't have murder kill as their first couple of abilities.
Yeah, I hear you there. I see some enemies that they do a good chunk of damage to my health, and I'm just like, I take the grind if it was slightly less risky, but then I end up biting the dust for it.
And suddenly the reason why Grigglypuff was looting the other stuff in Marsh makes sense. I forgot that he hadn't found the ship yet. And Herb to Floater. Nice.
Well, kind of need a canoe.
Yeah, they don't have the Ryukon Desert docks on.
However, we got that slab from in Corneria at the start. We might see something come out of Lefane.
We very much could. I do think it would be quite funny seeing the Lefanish hold a canoe. Oh wait, no, they can't, because you have to have the canoe to get to Lefane. Jeez, beasties. And Ale apparently forgot to turn in here. Yes. Yes,
I thought it was
because
a dock. I've never seen the flag before.
Nope. With this flag, it basically extends that little pond that's up in the northern area. It extends it on down to the ocean. So if you have a canoe, you can dock at that and then go to Lefane.
That makes sense. Meanwhile, the Earth Cave is kind of dangerous with bulls that know rub. Kind of
Gotta
need
love
those
it.
pro rings.
Yeah. Well, Rub won't help against the pro rings, though. If I recall, Rub is Earth Elemental, I think? I
No.
could be horribly, horribly wrong, though.
I'm
Don't
pretty
quote
sure
me.
rub is death element because it's
Oh, yeah, no. It's Crack that is Earth Elemental. Ignore me on that one.
yeah, cake is the earth. Nice joke, classic gamer.
And, it looked like Puff just moved that Opal Cheerio to his white mage. That's
It might because fade.
yeah, that's a fair
and
point.
and exit.
Yeah, right, that's a fair cop.
Oh right, Gregory Puff wiped at the bottom instead of chest and marsh. So he needs to go back there and get that defense sword.
Ooh, Elmarkin running into some nasty, nasty fish. Getting dropped by a shark and Sahag combo.
Stopping him dead in his tracks.
Quite literally there.
This isn't Chaos Comedy Tour anymore, is it?
Nope, but I'm not gonna stop punning.
Good. You can never stop Chaos Comedy.
To not pun is just... It hurts me. It hurts me so hard.
It's like a missed opportunity.
Exactly. If I'm not able to make somebody groan, then I'm not doing my job.
We see Ale pulling out some Bane strats against mobs. You kind of love to see it.
Well, can't blame him, honestly, given that there's a massive pile of things in front of him. And yes, Bert, a thief would be amazingly useful for getting through this marsh. Too bad they've decided that the thief has a job as a floor inspector as opposed to a runner. Shame on them.
You know, makes me question just like why would if the thief appears to be dead, why did the three remaining party members just like lug him around?
Kicks and giggles? I don't know. Maybe they've got some stuff stored in his pockets, and you know, if they drop him off anywhere.
He is the thief, so yeah, he's got everything in his pockets.
Yeah, they just strap their backpacks to him and just drag him that way.
Seen that Gregory Puff trying to use Bane strats himself and it being less successful.
You know, you do what you do. I mean, that Bane took out 3 of those hard drives.
Oh, it just took 2 tries, okay.
Yeah, and Aelmarkin walking into the circle of confused sages and luckily finding this right sage on the first try. That confused sages flag just... It takes the sages who normally stand in their wonderfully ordered circle and just lets them wander about, shuffles them all up.
Oh, that canoe is going to be it's looking to be a huge bottleneck for this seed because... Oh wait, Puff didn't get the defense sword, did he?
No, probably not, but honestly, I mean, I don't think he'll need it.
You never know. Chaos could be up to like 250% on his attack and just whap.
Yeah, he could. Oh, Aelmarkin, you lovely, lovely man, you freed the Hooray Dwarf from his life of pain and suffering.
Oh,
and
I was just talking about how the canoe is a bottleneck because we got the bottle, we got the slab. Like Lefane has a lot of, Lefane and Gaia have a lot of stuff that we need the canoe to get to, and well, there's the canoe.
Yeah,
however,
I think zooming on up there probably.
Turning in the floater and not showing off the cool new flag.
I'm not. I don't remember if Aelmarkin actually turned in the herb to get the floater. So let's see if he actually swings his way on over to Elfland, or if he just zooms on over. Looks like he's can't tell which direction he's going because he's going too fast. I think he's going north.
I mean, I
think he's lost in the ocean.
Up.
Yeah.
Considering that we see the back of the ship, I think he's going up.
Yeah. Quit talking sense, you. So this is the Lefanish River dock.
Ah.
It's nice and simple, though the Gaia Mountain Pass, I believe, is on the other side. It comes in from the desert. Ooh, Dino.
It isn't the first fight off of the reset, but oh wait, the Mountain Pass is here.
All right, well, I was wrong there.
Complimented with complimentary steak and wings.
Yeah, I know, right? Have a walk, go visit a couple of cities, run into some food, and Gregglypuff nailing that TNT check as well.
But not nailing the menuing as he accidentally casted Fade and killed all the sages.
Oh, if only. Though if that could happen, I would have wiped out so many towns.
I think I'm starting to see a pattern here I don't like.
What would that be?
Nothing.
Man, these guys have all struck out on the item shop so far as I can tell. Unless they picked up the vendor item whilst my computer was being problematic.
No, I have not seen a vendor item.
Yeah, Heal 3 may be promo locked, but honestly, promotion is kind of incentivized. The black belt is at the modified growth where it's +3 MDef while it's a black belt, and +4 if it gets promoted. So grinding before promotion will end up with a more magic vulnerable black belt.
Alright. I just double check the flags. We do not have regular northern docks, so the airship is going to be needed to get to Onrak. So I'm surprised Gregglypuff didn't just turn it in right at the start.
He hasn't picked up the canoe yet.
Oh, right. Wait a second. So why is he in Lefane?
Because he forgot.
Oh. Oh, might as well just give the new title to Ale now, because Greg's gonna walk home and shave after 3 minutes.
If you listen closely, you can actually hear Gregglypuff going, crap!
He was so excited to try out those new flags that he forgot that you need a canoe.
Forgot that he didn't have the canoe. I guess he's used to the many seeds that just provide the canoe.
Yeah, a lot of the spring tournament did provide the canoe.
Yep.
And Gregglypuff is the spring tournament champion, so he played a lot of the spring tournament.
Yeah, Ailmarkin forgetting to turn in the herb for the floater, Gregglypuff forgetting that he didn't have the canoe.
These guys are the champions.
Well, it's it's a long day for him.
Yeah, I will give him credit. It's kind of a little bit late. However, he's making his way straight to that TNT turn and getting that canoe.
Yep.
And then he'll be like, "Oh,
finally!" Yeah.
Thankfully, the ship is fast, so it's less time lost.
Yeah, though that also, the other thing about the ship being fast is it means you're burning through the encounter table that much faster.
I mean, considering that you're still traveling the same distance.
Yeah, well, the encounter table is measured by, steps taken. So you're taking twice as many steps because it's twice as fast. So you're going to be burning through the encounters a little bit quicker. That is one thing which can be a little annoying with it.
It's certainly annoying, but you'd see the same number of encounters as a regular ship.
Yeah, you'll just see them a lot quicker, which, honestly, that's one of the things which, personally, I find very tilting, is rapid encounters, because it's just a constant interruption.
However, it seems that Gregglypuff is hard resetting in order to get out of them.
Honestly, with the hogs and the sharks, I can't blame him.
And Greg is in the air at 3640 his time.
And Elmarkin is heading towards the air as well.
Considering that Elmarkin has already explored Gaia and Lefane, he has certainly got just a little bit of an edge right now, although not too much.
Yeah, though I don't recall. I don't think Elmarkin has picked up the bottle yet, so. Sarda, you jerk!
Whoa.
Sarda's like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to the ruby. The Titan wants his food. I don't care. He's a bad guardian.
He wants to be alone. He literally just locked the door from the inside and be like, no. The only person that's gonna get here is gonna have an airship.
And even then, it's not worth getting there. Checking out those trap tiles and going, this is crap, I'm out.
Yeah, if they were able to survive some of those, like the damage poison, the Astos' castle with those mummies, still really good early game.
Honestly, if they could survive the damage poison, the golems would be a much better choice. But
that is, oh wait,
yeah.
No, they had different fighting things. I was getting them mixed up.
Yeah, I think the mummies had blaze, if I recall. They had something to kill you. That's all I remember.
That is fair. Now,
so, looks like Puff is going for that desert grind.
Is it a desert grind? He's not in the desert.
He's near the desert. Though
it isn't a desert grind. You can't make me think that.
You know, these things are normally in it. I just noticed the name on the wyverns now for Greg. The wyverns. Well, that's a thing.
Yeah, he's gonna need more spell charges if he's gonna reliably take down some of these enemies.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go take a nap and check and see what the Lefanish have and be kind of annoyed by them. Well, actually, no, I forgot. The Lefanish actually had the loot, so that's a necessity for him.
Honestly, that kind of makes sense. Like, look at these people. Don't they look all majestic? They play the lute.
Yeah, they look like musicians. Stinking hippies.
Ooh, we got that. Ooh,
that's a tile.
This, I believe this is an indicator of B-side tiles.
Yeah, it is definitively B-side tiles. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. They had that one set from the flags.
Also some nachos.
Yeah, it depends upon how thick the nachos are. I mean, that one seems to hit kind of hard.
It hit through that Opal +4 for over 100 damage, so no.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Agama Argiant looks a little bit better, at least personally.
It certainly looks better once you get a couple levels.
Honestly, if you can take him down and keep people alive. Sorry, I just saw the ice -7 pop up.
This is the ice cave. You're supposed to have good ice stuff.
Very fragile ice armor there.
Yeah, you would just. It's like a giant slab of ice, but because it's so big, it's like brittle.
It's not even that big. It's like a little thin sheet of ice. It's basically frost.
No, because it's -7, it's heavier.
That's true. That's true. All right, point there. I was just thinking about the lack of defense that it gives there.
Was Puff burning off some tilt there, or land? Just.
Oh no, he was checking to see if Underhill had the vendor item.
And he didn't, so he just kind of went up and down onto the oasis repeatedly.
All right, yeah, that may have been blasted.
So this item's got to be an on rack then.
Yeah, probably.
Or can you just not land there? Okay. Yeah. Although there are some tents, so that'll help with any overworld grinding Puff might want to do.
And to answer the question from VaneX in chat, why is the thief dead? Because this way the XP is being distributed 3 ways instead of 4 ways. Both runners decided the thief was nothing but dead weight, so they were just going to kill him and let him stay dead. The thief may get revived during Temple of Fiends Revisited as an ablative meat shield. Maybe.
Yeah, especially if you have like a lot of life or life 2 charges, you'd bring him up, stick him in the front, and hope Kraken 2 hits him.
And Greggly Puff finding the joy of a proc gen waterfall. And it looks like he's about to find out what those golems have, too.
Oh, no, he knows what those golems have. He wiped them twice in Temple of Fiends.
Alright, ignore me then.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're unrunnable.
Yeah.
Fun.
So it's not that he wants to, it's that he has to. Honestly, I would just, I'd see if I can kill him once. Probably exit out and then use that house if I had him. Houses were under 1,000, so that was good to see.
And actually, as I'm looking at this isn't a proc gen waterfall. This is just reversed.
Yeah. All dungeons are flipped horizontally, and it makes my brain hurt. Not as much as floor and entrance shuffle, but it makes my brain hurt.
That's not quite all dungeons. Some floors are reversed. And the thing is you never know which one is going to be until you walk onto it. And that's the thing that hurts even more. And yes, Classic Gamer, I think you did see the out of bounds bat. And that is a chunky vampire there, it looks like.
Yeah, I've been watching more of Gregory's screen. He's been making it through those golems. He's getting some levels, but he's very low on spell charges.
Yeah, he's burning through fades like mad just because he's got to, because it's him or them is what it boils down to.
Thankfully, we have some fire 2 and harm 4 to make up for it.
Oh, there's right. The burning whiz mummies.
Yeah, they have blaze. That answers our question from earlier.
Yeah, I knew it was something to kill you. I just didn't remember specifically what.
Unfortunate. Well, Gregory Puff forgetting that it's reversed.
Yeah, it's sometimes when you've got muscle memory that's like, okay, this is where to go, and here it's hard to reverse it. And that's the problem he's running into right now. He's trying to go up and to the left, which is the normal way.
Into walls there.
Ooh, ribbon +6 in the Earth Armory.
Best possible ribbon with a uprolled opal bracelet and uprolled pro ring.
That is
armor is looking to be very good.
Yeah. And it's not vanilla waterfall Cheesinator, it's reversed waterfall. Which, it's half vanilla. I don't know. It's not quite Neapolitan because there's only the 2 things mixed in, but it's a swirl. We'll call it that.
Is he should be close to the robot. And then there's there's going to be the grind tile in there,
or potential grind tile, or it could be a tile of pain and destruction. Either one.
Anything's a grind tile if you try hard enough.
You say that to the person who, in my first spring tournament match, I ground on gray worms because I got confused and was like, all right, bugger it, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, it was a grind tile. It was a horrible idea. That was a big pile of don't do what Donnie Don't does.
Yeah. We've got our first Fiend fight on Ale's side. Hopefully that's something good. Meanwhile, Gregory is healing his party as much as possible and praying that this tile doesn't just kill him.
A sentry tile, it's something to run from. And getting the chime.
So it has been worth it to come to the waterfall.
Yep, waterfall required. Oh boy.
We took one step too many.
Whereas Lich is still being faded and burned and lightly smacked because, well, all the bosses are a bit on the chunky side. But at 4707 or 4706, Lich down, 4710, first orb licks.
Yeah, I can tell that Gregory-Puff is getting this. He's getting some tilts in because
I think at this point he was just trying to burn off any potential golem encounters, because, oof.
I don't know. I would be hard tilted if I died for taking one step too many.
It's happened more than a few times to me. It's just something that's like, alright, it's happened. Reset. Maybe walk in circles a bit. If I'm anywhere near the dwarf, I'm gonna go kill the Hooray Dwarf a few times, and then I'll get back to it.
See, we see that iron armor was just terrible, but silver armor is looking to be pretty good.
Ooh, shadows with glance. You better hope you can get away or get them killed before they get you killed or stoned.
Or just harm for them.
Well, that works too.
But what else are you going to use harm for?
Lich?
He's already killed Lich.
Shh. Procape rolling at -5. Hate to see that.
Well, to be fair, we've seen so many good pieces of armor.
True, but still, Procape at -5 is kind of a sad thing to see.
May as well just be like a tattered cloth.
And Aelmarkin walking in and going, wait a minute, this is backwards, and having to try and get that muscle memory whipped into shape so he doesn't walk off on the wrong direction, like I've done so many times.
Yeah. Thankfully, with some of these volcano floors, you can just walk down to start and then let your brain adjust.
That's pretty much what you have to do with them, because, man, running these when they're reversed is it's the like, okay, this one's reversed, this one's not, this one's reversed, and just trying to keep your brain straight is it can be a problem. Aelmarkin stopping on the Agama floor to top everyone off, because this is the floor that you're most likely to end up running into encounters on, it seems.
And not only that, but he is keen to take some of these greed chests, so to say.
I think that this one was probably a misstep. This is something that I've done many a times, where I accidentally hit up one too many times as opposed to going over and then up. And yeah. I hope that he remembered to buy some softs before he left Corneria.
Ooh, white shirt. He's got defense sword and white shirt. And white shirt +2, nonetheless.
Yeah. If he ever finds the tail and actually decides to promote, that'll be, something decent for the white mage. Aelmarkin, run.
He's probably regretting having that thief taking a nap now, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hitting those blizzard sharks. I mean, at least it's sharks and arsahags, so it's not as bad as the other ones.
And he's out.
Now, is this one reversed or not? We'll see in a moment.
Oh,
this is another. Well, it may or may not be. Yeah, no, this one actually looks like it is. Looks like it's in. It may not be.
Oh, rip that black belt though.
Ooh, yep. Black belt got rubbed.
Unfortunate.
Is he gonna try and take carry, or is he gonna cut his losses and exit out? Oh my! He has no choice. He's getting nuked out.
Oh gosh.
And yeah, Cheesinator. They've got the horizontal flip thing, or horizontally flipped dungeon floors on. So some of them are flipped, some of them aren't.
However, Ailmarkin does know where the white shirt is, so he can just cut his losses and head straight for it.
Yeah, just grab that and dash and not worry about running into other things. But still don't know if the carry floor is reversed or not.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Let's see.
Yeah, Bulls... Finding out that Bulls, in addendum to Rev, have new. Yeah, they just went from bad to worse.
Yeah, let's hope that...
Ailmarkin just deciding, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this, and just skipping out on the white shirt, too.
And they have Stinger, just to be more annoying, and slow. Oh.
Womp womp. Oof. And that means the nuke is coming real soon.
Oh, they made it.
He got away. Lucky him.
I actually didn't know that the white shirt made you resist death. That's one of those things I learned just from the quality of life improvements, thanks to the devs.
Yep, death and fire, whereas the black... Okay, yeah, I think this is reversed. I think. We'll see in a moment, but I have some thoughts. Okay, nope. My thoughts were wrong on that. Alright.
Jigglypuff finding a pro ring in the waterfall as well.
That's alright. I mean, you can buy them, but
it saves them over 10,000 gold, so...
Yeah, but really, once you get your grind on, or anything along those lines, it doesn't matter.
He's gonna need... For this early part of the grind, he's certainly gonna want some houses.
Houses, tents, something, anything, but yeah. Looks like Ale has taken on carry with the,
We have a tail at the vendor.
All right.
So promotion is in order if Puff remembers that he's got his MDef flag on.
Yeah. And Ailmarkin taking down carry at the 54-minute mark, getting his second orb lit. He's making fine use of temper and defense sword strats to keep the black belt up whilst attacking carry.
Yep. Just the strat is punch carry really hard and don't get punched. It's a pretty sound strat to me.
Yeah, though sometimes you don't want to take the time to set up the defense. You just want to go straight speed and power, fast, and basically fast.
I would have played. I would have done the aggressive strats myself because, well, my black belt, he's decked out with all of this with all this sort of bling right now with that opal bracelet and the pro ring.
And hey, it looks like Jigglypuff being a good guy and actually giving a Titan a snack so we can go loot the Titan's closet.
He's got some money, and a house.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he reset right out of that.
Unless that was 5-digit money, I was not going to take it.
Even then, I would have been hesitant.
I would have... If it was like 20,000 gold, I would have taken it because I know... Because he doesn't have enough money for the vendor item. Plus, he wants some houses because his mages are putting in work still. And he has to buy... And he likely has to buy some higher level spells as well.
Alright, and both runners are checking Hall of Giant stuff. Jigglypuff taking some time to pick off some jerk birds. Ailmarkin skipping the birds and going to some Frost D's, which are not entirely too thick.
I mean, they are skeleton looking.
Yeah, I think they've got less than 350 hit points, though it won't really matter if the black belt gets killed. So, you might want to...
Considering the point in... No, I myself was like, well, I'm at the point in the game where my mages could still benefit greatly from some levels, and they have life charges.
Yeah, I would keep the white mage up at least. I might shuffle the...
Aid.
I might shunt the black mage up to the front to let him soak some stuff.
As Aelmarkin does.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, the black mage doesn't have the good best of spells.
And Wilgen, yes, Aelmarkin did get the cube. He got the cube from Smithy McBeardsmith.
Is that what he's called in the community? Is that just something you made up?
I could have it reversed. It might be Beardy McSmith or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Forge Beard the Smith. Well, goodbye, Black Mage.
Black Mage has done its job as an ablative meat shield.
I probably would have stuck the Black Belt in the second slot as well because the White Mage was so pivotal.
And actually, as I'm looking at it, yes, that NPC's name is canonically Smithy McBeardsmith.
Developers are funny people.
I love it.
However, Aelmarkin is starting to get that momentum on the black belt, starting to do consistently over 150 damage.
Yeah, and still protecting that white mage because, well, the white mage is still putting in a lot of work for him.
Yeah, I could see Ale running two-man strats for quite a while here because once you get the black belt up, you know, he don't need no fast.
Well, I can see him keeping the white mage alive until the black belt hits 21. And then just sacrificing her and shunting all of the XP onto that black belt. Though, honestly, it depends upon how lucky he gets. So, I don't know.
He might exit out like one more time and like use all of his fade charges and then probably just down the white mage.
Because, let me see, black belt is at level 19. So I could see him getting to 21, stripping the white mage of the good armor, i.e. the opal bracelet, the ribbon, the pro ring, sacrificing her, and then just feeding the black belt dragons. Because those dragons, they don't hit that hard, or they hit kind of hard right now, because he's not wearing the opal bracelet, but they are full of XP.
Get that nice ambush on them.
Just not even trying to respect that last dragon, having the white mage swing a hammer at it.
Hey, that hammer is +6.
True, but white mage is still not hitting that hard.
Don't disrespect the hammer.
Alright, so we got up to 21, and now he's off to Golem Town.
Ah, this is the real grind tile. Let's see if he survives those poison.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
I would have been happy with those white Ds for quite a while because that was over 5,000 EXP a pop.
Yeah, that was 7,000 EXP each when he was getting 4 of them. So, you know, 14 to 15k. Yeah.
He tried once, got ambushed, he said nope.
Can't blame him.
White Ds it is.
No. Looks like he might be going for steak and wings.
But does he have... Oh, we've got Ale with the cube, but Wrigglypuff with the chime. So both have one piece of the sky or access puzzle.
Yeah, Aelmarkin hasn't bothered going to Waterfall yet. I think he's probably hoping to find an Oxyale before he goes to Onrak Continent.
Alright, let's see where the... Trying to...
Oh, looks like steak and wings. He's turning his nose up at him.
Was he being selective about his cuts of meat? Probably.
Apparently. Well, I wonder if he's going to go actually check Onrak and find that tail for sale.
Yeah, that way he can put that white shirt on the white mage and then stick that opal bracelet on the black belt.
Apparently, he's gonna go get the chime first, though.
I mean, it makes sense. And now that desert grind would be even more lucrative. You just like finish up the grind, use a house, and bam, you're into Sky.
Yeah, but given that he's been to every other store and hasn't seen the vendor item yet, I would have swung by OnRack and see what it was to pick it up. Just as, like, okay, hey, how much is it? All right, got it, good. Because he's sitting at, 6-digit money right now after that.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite micro grind, but after that little bit of a grind he did.
It was a decent grind. To get him solidly into mid-game levels.
That being said, I'm not a fan of just stopping at 21. Though, thinking about it, if he remembers the growth flag, yeah, then yeah, okay, never mind. That suddenly changes the calculus of it, and yeah. Wood helm -7. Yeah, here, I'm just gonna take some splinters and put them on my head.
Yeah, no, it's like he didn't like, they didn't sand down the helmet at all.
It's actually just a log.
Yeah. You just wear a log with like slits cut out for your eyes.
Not even that. It's just like it's a log with a circle in it. You just put on your head.
No, it's like one of those wooden boars that like Patrick has stapled, like hammered into his head.
I didn't see Ailmarkin pick up the tail there.
He was, pretty sure I saw him go into a shop.
He went into the shop, saw it, and then left. So suddenly I'm back on the why did you skip the grind?
Yeah, why? This is... I'm very confused, and it's just full clearing Sky.
I'm guessing he didn't remember I guess he didn't remember the MDef growth, so I'm suddenly back in the camp of disagreeing with skipping out on the grind at 21.
And Grigglypuff going back for that tail. He remembers the flag. He's like, I want that MDef.
Yep. Want that MDef, want those additional spells, and yeah.
Shark tile. And the shark. Gotta kill that shark.
Yeah, kill that blizzard shark before it, blizzards you. Oh, and the bottle that Ale skipped out of in Marsh turned into the Oxy Ale. Thank you too.
This is...
Yeah. Papa Ducks, thank you for pointing that one out.
So, Ale has accidentally skipped a necessary key item. Will he remember it? Like, he remembers getting multiple incentive items within Marsh, so he might not know that there's an incentive item there.
Yeah, he might have been in the same camp and forgetting that well, that's a good katana. You might want to bring the ninja back up. Anywho, forgetting that the canal was a loose item and not incentivized.
I think Ale just waited out the Germadusas. Oops.
Yep, can't run, gotta kill.
I mean, hey, they're Germadusas, so that's pretty good EXP.
Yeah, they are full of, candy and or XP.
I mean, it's not so much as a buffet as the desert is. Like, I am a meat man myself. Like, steak and wings sound like the perfect dinner.
Yeah, but honestly, the encounters you run into on Sky 2 are the most EXP dense encounters.
That is fair. He just has to survive.
Yep.
Well.
And yeah, Classic Gamer. Apparently, the seed forgot that there's a thief in there, and it rolled the katana positively.
Whoa. Actually, no, the seed did not know that there's going to be a thief in there because they did party draft.
Well, yeah, but he chose a thief, or there was a thief chosen. So, the seed should have gone at that point. All right, well, katana rolls down all of a sudden. It's the whole, quantum state thing.
Of course, Schrödinger seed.
Exactly. It's Schrodinger's katana, generally.
Elmarkin learning that Sky 3 is inverted, he was like, wait a minute.
This is mildly annoying one to run into when it's inverted.
Nothing on the left side.
At least he had plenty of warp charges.
I like warp more than fade. That's what I would say. It's just
given that warp is black and fade is white, it's a whole entirely different thing unless you've got mixed spellbooks on.
No, I'm just talking about just in general as a spell. I like warp more.
Yeah, I like them both. They're both situationally ready. And what's going on, Ale? Did your controller die?
Not
Somebody
quite
tapped Ale. He seems to have been. His brain seemed to have frozen.
Ale.exe has stopped working. Shall we wait for it to respond?
Yeah. I mean, at least we know his stream's not dead because we still got music coming from it. But yeah. I'm wondering if this is a sudden emergent break or a sudden I've really got to pee break.
We'll have to ask him about it some other time. Hopefully sometime soon.
And yeah, life reboot, I do agree that C flip floors are quite annoying, and having Toph flipped is, unless you actually walk in and look at the Garland room first, it's just a pain in the butt. It's just... Oh, there we go.
He's back.
Ailmarkin has resumed response.
See, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait patiently.
Yeah, that looked like something has gone wrong. It needs to be tended to right now.
Even the Iron Gauntlets rolled -5.
Iron.
Iron armor.
Iron. It's just bad.
Yeah, switch to aluminum.
All the iron has been set out in the weather way too long.
We've got poison tornadoes.
Oh,
that's worse than Sharknado.
That is
honestly.
Oh man.
Well, does Gregglypuff just pray that the key item isn't there? It's one chest. Yeah, he's good. He's diving mermaid side.
Yeah, and Ailmarkin having that okay, something is missing. What has gone wrong? Where is my bottle?
Is he relying on the bottle find?
That's what's blocking him right now. He needs the bottle to get...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Thor +4 was the incentive item for Sky.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you,
he
Paul
just
Production,
found
for pointing that out.
Oh, right. Yeah, big thank you to our trackers here tonight. They've been very helpful for catching what we miss.
Yeah, so big props to Danny 3883 and Papa Ducks.
Yep. Yeah, hooray for Papa Ducks learning how to track tonight. He's going to be a valuable member in our community no matter what now.
Well, he's already a pretty good racer. I'm not going to lie on that.
That is fair. But everyone loves a tracker. Gregglypuff's standing right by Sharknado room thinking, do I try it? No.
Well, those are not our runners and the commentary and trackers, but, you know.
Elmarkin has learned that Marsh Cave is the answer.
Alright.
This is probably his walk of shame that compared to Gregory Puff going up to Lefane and realizing he didn't have a canoe. Thankfully, with a higher level party, this should be pretty fine.
Yeah, this should be much, much less scary.
Now, does Aelmarkin know the exact chest? Seems like he does. He's going heading straight for that bottom chest.
Yeah, I don't remember if he picked up the bottle and then got ripped out of it or not. Yeah.
Oh, right, lobsters know blaze.
Yes, lobsters stick to murder.
Let's just hope they keep casting heal on themselves and not something scary.
Yeah, oh my god.
Poor Puff.
Oh, unrunnable lobsters with blaze. Oh. If you listen closely, you can actually hear the swearing coming from Griggly Puff.
Sorry, we're not allowed to do that here.
That's why he doesn't have audio on right now.
I can relate. See, I'm here in the booth, you know, just like laughing at him and feeling bad for him. Like, you know, that's fun to do. But as soon as I'm in there, oh no.
Yeah, I will fully admit, if that happened to me, I would be taking a moment, catching my breath, just calming myself.
It seems that now GrigglyPuff.exe has stopped working.
GrigglyPuff.exe has taken a break. Please wait while he reboots.
Any bets on how long this reboot will take?
Yeah, it depends upon how quickly he can get himself calmed down. Because, ooh boy, this is a painful thing to see.
The sooner Grigglypuff can keep going, the more lead that he'll be able to keep, because forgetting about that marsh item was pretty big.
Yeah. So he is back. He is rolling. Bottle to crown to crystal to oxyale. Poor Astos did not stand a chance.
No. Doesn't Astos have the crystal in vanilla game? I can't even remember. I think he does. Yeah, he has a crystal.
Yeah, vanilla Astos has the crystal, which leads to Matoya, who gives you the herb, which gives you the key.
That's a strange looking herb. It's almost as bad as the herb in Marsh Cave being all like overgrown and like moldy.
And yeah, to catch up with the conversation going on in chat, yeah, lobsters are always just nasty, rotten, horrible beasts. In this instance, even worse because they're unrunnable.
Why can't they be like real lobsters? Be like nice and tasty, right?
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
All right.
Why aren't there like seafood funny names? Like we've got like the buffet funny names. Where's the seafood?
Well, you know, sea snack. Though there's nothing funny about the lobsters ever. They are murder bugs.
Yeah. Well, seems that both runners are going to be suffering in Sea Cave for a little while.
Yeah, let's see how long it takes one of them to actually get out of there with anything of value, because woof. And
Yeah,
yes,
I would be a big fan, like, with how trolly this sea shrine is. I would start thinking about that Hall of Giants or the desert again.
yeah. And as Classic Gamer is pointing out, yeah, we're gonna run into those lobsters again in Topher.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right, and I hate it.
Yeah. Oh man. I actually feel a little bad for the runners on that one. Only a little bit though.
Yeah, I don't feel as bad because I dealt with my horrible seed last night. I was practicing for my own Iron Golem match so I can, get a ranking. And I have Warmechan friends as the final boss.
Ooh.
And all the evil men, they spam stop.
Oh, yeah, I hate to see that.
Evil men spamming stop. Oh, wait.
That was a Masa.
Yeah, they excluded the Masa from the... Oh, he put that on one of his mages. Yeah, he put it on the white mage.
Yeah, no, White Samurai, yo.
That's so funny.
I've got.
I know it's good. I know it's good sometimes, but it's funny.
Oh,
Here
and
we
Elmarkin. Let's see what he gets through, or if he gets through this.
No, they're very chunky. Yeah, they survive a fade and a punch.
Ooh, boy. Too bad you don't have any ice 3s, because for some strange reason...
Ooh, come on.
That ribbon is putting in work in protecting him from all that poison. Holy moly.
Well, not against that bad turn order. It literally went last.
Yeah, it wasn't protecting him from the crush. But yeah, so for some weird reason, the not the randomizer devs, but the original Final Fantasy devs decided that waters, unlike everything else in the Sea Shrine being weak to lightning, the waters needed to be weak to ice.
I mean, water itself doesn't conduct electricity, if you think about it.
Alright, true point.
See, the enemies that are wet, like, they become more conductive because, their things, their own, like, oils and chemicals, and they get electrocuted to death. There you go, folks, your chemistry lesson for today.
Yeah, it's actually the salt. Like, pure water is not the conductive part, but you add in the salt and suddenly you get conductivity.
It's not just like any old... It's literally just like any sort of like salts or even some acids or bases. Yeah, that's what makes water conductive.
Well, and with a lot of acids and bases, if you mix them with water, you end up with painful lobster. Yeah. I'm sorry, you end up with just a little bit of salt coming out, or a salt-like substance coming out of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, as Classic Gamer points out, yeah, pure water is an insulator, but it almost always has stuff in it that makes it conductive.
Yeah, pure water in itself is a great insulator against both electric charge and heat, because it takes a good amount of energy to warm it up. And wow, we are just way off in the weeds tonight. I think it's because we're just watching our runners get tortured by this horrible, horrible sea shrine.
These enemy rolls and the unrunnable lobsters, it's not fun to see.
Unrunnable lobsters, unrunnable waters, just everything hurts.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed when I see that runners don't they exclude Masamune from the blurting. Like, come on, I want more randomness. Show me that Masa -2. It's not like his black belt's gonna use it anyway. Hold on. I'm not hearing you, Hate. Is everything good?
And I hit my hardware mute button.
Glad I checked.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because, whoops.
Yeah.
At least it's better than my headset acting up again.
See, it's a classic game where you're asking about a Masa -7. Well, the flags that the runners have for tonight have -2 to +6 for the weapon blursing, so -2 is the worst they could get.
But a Masa -7, oh man, that
Might as well just get an X-Cal.
don't knock X-Cal, man. X-Cal can wreck stuff.
Oh,
just not Chaos.
It didn't wreck stuff for me last night, I'll tell you that. Despite being +4.
Wow, that's kind of a shock, honestly.
It was +4. I was level 50 on a fighter with a strength blurs.
Was the elemental damage changed? See, that's a thing to look out for. Yeah, that should have been doing damage to everything except Chaos, because Chaos is
nope, it did less than 300 damage to Warmech.
That's
yeah,
I was very absorptive Warmech there then.
I was very miserable last night, if you can't tell.
Alright, Ailmarkin pulling up to Kraken. Getting some ruse out on the white mage. Yeah, going full white samurai, it looks like.
I mean, that white samurai is probably going to do more damage than if he was casting Fade. Maybe.
We'll see here.
If it's a high absorb Kraken, then yeah.
Well, hitting some defense up as well. 2 hits for 201, not too bad. Damage poison coming out, because Kraken's going to be mean, always. 1 hit for 199 on a single crit. So it's not too shabby. I mean, it'd be better if it weren't on a white mage, honestly, but it's hitting for more than the black belt. And as long as Kraken doesn't toss out any more magic, I mean, they both have 6 stacks evasion up. Kraken's not going to hit him.
Even if he throws out some magic, the white mage does have the ribbon.
Yeah, that being said, a nuke cuts right through that.
Honestly? Okay, I think the white mage is just using the black belt as you know, a target.
Yeah, you black belt, stand out there and get hit for me.
I mean, the black belt is +6 invisibility, so that is nice.
They both are right now, but Kraken still managed to land a crit on that white mage, bringing her down to 101, but, you know, that's what Cure 4 is for.
Gotta love Cure 4.
It looks like Kraken has cycled back around and gone for that second blaze. And it looks like GregglyPuff.exe has taken a pause again.
I mean, monsters have perished, so I wonder why that might be.
Reality might have popped up. Maybe he had to run to the restroom on a quick basis.
Yeah, sitting down for something for like up to 2 hours,
and
man,
we saw light from him. I wonder if his controller died. Something along those lines. I say the controller may have died because I've had that happen to me more than a few times while I was running.
Yeah, I typically, if I was in an actual race, I always make sure my controller's plugged in.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to do that, and it looks like Ailmarkin did take out that Kraken, and he is like, alright, fine, I'll go back and I'll eat some dragons.
Meanwhile, Gregglypuff, he might be taking this Agama Giant tile.
Yeah, he's probably taking the Agama Giant tile till his black belt gets to... Nope.
Or, nope, never mind.
Of course, as soon as I say that, he walks away from it.
Maybe he's taking the Nacho tile.
Maybe he's testing the Nachos to see how... Oh, Nachos have stun touch. That's a bad tile.
They aren't very strong though.
Yeah, but they still have stun touch, and you never want to grind on a thing with stun touch. He
Yeah,
didn't even want to deal with it. Like, he just warped back up because, nope, I don't want to deal with these guys. Which, honestly, I don't blame him.
Meanwhile, Aelmarkin getting some... Oh, right, using White Samurai strats, not even having to use spells anymore, getting a sustainable grind.
Yep, it is murder time.
Yeah, the black belt's up to 28. Do you think Aelmarkin's going to go all the way up to 42?
I would be surprised if he doesn't, honestly. I mean, he's still getting really good XP out of these. I mean, even with, 2 party members, he's still getting 7, 8k each when it's a 4-pack, 9k out of a 4-pack. Yeah, you take this to 42. You might even take this to 42 on the White Mage as well.
I mean, yeah, the White Mage is helping kill them faster. Plus, the White Mage makes it a lot safer because you can just exit when you're done.
Yep. Saves you the trouble of having to walk out through those jerk birds, though they weren't that jerky this time. But they're birds, so they're always jerks.
That's fair. For me, I'd keep that White Mage up because like I said, I was practicing for my own match, and I have Unleashed Warmech, so I don't want to take one of those bad steps after finishing a grind.
Yeah, okay, see, that's a punishing yourself thing. I mean, that being said, I love running stuff with Warmech Unleashed. That's
hey,
my bag.
Warmech is the best grind.
Once you get to a certain point.
I mean, yeah. Or you just or, like I said, get sword, kill final boss, win game.
Yeah, but it's, surviving to get to the final boss that's the problem.
You're right.
Especially since you can only carry 99 potions unless you have potion stacks on, in which case you can get up to 148 potions, which is...
Yeah, I just learned learning that last night.
Yep. And yeah, I have to agree with you, Classic Gamer. Unleashed Warmech is best Warmech.
Everything is the Bridge of Destiny now.
Though I will fully admit there have been a few seeds where I have been playing with Unleashed Warmech where I didn't run into him at all, and I was very sad.
Now, at this point in the race, runners have every item that they could want. And now the difference is Aelmarkin's a lot further along in his grind, and he's finished with Mount Garug.
Mount Gargu, Volcano. And he's finished with Fireplace.
He lit orb.
Him make fire go no.
Oh, fire. Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking Aelmarkin is it's looking good for him to potentially strip one of those belts away from Gregglypuff here.
Yeah, I think Ael's got a really good shot.
It would look even better if he had grabbed that tail before the grind, because he's not going to get up to ribbon defense level or ribbon MDef levels because it's only getting 3 as opposed to 4, and looks like Gregglypuff's stream may have frozen.
Yeah, I can tell it's frozen because one, the timer is stopped. 2, his screen is stuck in the middle of an animation.
Just taking a look at some things right now. I wonder if he lost power, maybe, because his stream has gone offline on his side as well.
That would be unfortunate.
Very much so.
Man, he must have thought he was losing, and it's like, oh no, my stream died. Nah.
Nah, that's not his style. Maybe he lost power, maybe his internet went out. I'm sure things will get figured out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Ailmarkin's still just gonna keep grinding on, because why stop the grind? You don't know what's going down.
And that leaves us commentators with some downtime. So, last time we got derailed, we were talking about the chemistry. I wonder if chat has any sort of fun things to mention while we're watching this grind.
One thing we can be definitely glad about, though, is that the grind is, well, sped up a whole lot.
Took a one step too far down and found some mean birds.
Stupid birds. That's one thing that happens with me, is I've, sometimes you just hold down instead of up, and you're like, oh, wait, I was on the wrong tile, and then you have to deal with that crap. Vim. F-Zero Racer. Vim. Always Vim.
Yeah.
You may as well have just asked tabs or spaces. It's an eternal fight. Vim versus Emacs, tab versus spaces, black belt versus fighter.
I think the black belt kind of won this fight over the past spring tournament.
Yeah, that's with the flags from the spring tournament.
Yeah.
That being said, there are some flags that can be set, such as Nuns gain XP or Deads gain XP, that really kind of nerfs a black belt, because you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. And the main thing the fighter has over the black belt is just like, you find a good sword, you could be level 20 and get through the end game, provided that final boss are not evil.
Yeah, I have seen Chaos taken down at level 19 by things.
With enough power bonks and defense swords, you can fight anything, right?
Yeah. And yeah, as Classic Gamer is mentioning in chat, there's also another beta flag it's on the live site, it's just in the beta section, where you can set what the maximum level is. You can set a range for what the maximum level is. And yeah, you could end up with that level of hurt. So you set a max level of like 28, 25 even.
Are we allowed to see any of these beta flags in the Mystery Flags tournament coming up this weekend?
I hope so. I mean,
that would be like seeing the thief lockpicking thing. That would be really cool.
That would be an interesting one. Thief lockpicking is something that's been put in once again by our wonderful devs, that when a thief reaches a certain level, it can start opening doors that are locked by the Mystic Key. It doesn't have to have the key.
Alright, Grigglypuff is back, and he's halfway through the volcano.
Alright, good.
It seems that he probably was he was certainly down for quite a while, because he was already at Volcano and gone for a long while.
Yeah, he was down for about 10 minutes. I think he was doing some grinding, maybe. Maybe some looting.
I don't think his party looks very grinded.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be, ground down from the grinding, but I don't know the levels. I don't know the max HP right now. We'll see that soon enough.
Ooh, a nice sandwich in the desert.
Free sandwich. Never going to turn that down.
Yeah, what kind of sandwiches do you like?
Edible. Alright, Ailmarkin's already pulled the stuff out of here, so he's just going to rush on up and maul himself a Tiamat.
You can never go wrong with a good old peanut butter sandwich, right?
Oh, and Grigglypuff has let us know that apparently his computer died for a little bit. They're gonna. Looks like they're discussing and trying to figure out what's going to go on right now. Aelmarkin may be doing the gentlemanly thing and taking a pause for him.
Yeah. I'm not sure how long Ale will be paused for, because unless Dreglipuff specified exactly how long this computer has been dead for. Also seems that I'm just noticing this now that Dreglipuff's timer is a little bit ahead of Aelmarkin's.
Yeah, he probably manually set the time based off of what the start time was and when he recovered.
Okay. Do we have any sort of like official system for reporting stuff like this happening?
Generally, it's just handled in the race room, and
Fair enough.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Aelmarkin is just gonna plow through the end game real quick. He's just gonna punch really hard. There you go, 900 damage.
Yeah, he's got a fully armed and operational black belt.
Yeah, he's only level 39 though, so he could be taking the off encounter if it's like really juicy. Now, we are in Sky.
Oh, it's a maze!
It's a proper maze!
I did not notice that flag.
I was just about to talk about Sky flags. We have one final barrier in Sky. That's right, we have required War Mech. So Aelmark is probably banking on finding those last 3 levels on that War Mech.
Yeah, and the maze that I was speaking about, as opposed to the normal Sky 4, where it's 2 in one direction, 2 in the other. This one has walls, and the teleporter up, not necessarily going to be at the end of the maze. It's somewhere in there. But, yeah.
Yeah. I think...
Oh, man.
Oh, there's the
right there, hiding in plain sight.
We've got metal slimes on the Bridge of Destiny. More metal slimes. Can we face Warmech on the Bridge of Destiny and at the end of the bridge?
With Warmech set to required, I believe it actually removes Warmech from the encounter tables.
Ooh. No double Warmech, folks. Back it up, go home. Well, let's see how this Warmech fight goes, because Warmech could be very scary. Oh, Lit 2, never mind.
Yeah, Lit 2, woo. Wall to keep the black belt safe. 10 hits for, it looked like 314.
It's a chonky Warmech.
Fade for 200, 13 hits for 369. 3 hits back to the black belt. Smacking it pretty hard there. Getting a Cure 4 out, getting some Tempers out. It's already been fasted. 606 to the Black Mage. Black Mage dead. 15 hits for 150 damage. Oh, this is a really absorbent Warmech. Oh, down goes the White Mage. 11 hits for...
Oh, the nice crits for
11 hits for 780 there.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Oh.
This is a Warmech.
Yeah, this Warmech is not
It's a nuclear
playing.
walking bipedal tank.
I wouldn't say nuclear, because, we at least didn't see it come out. It is a crushing machine, though.
I mean, then again, it is kind of hard to punch through metal.
Yep, and oh man, like that thing, it's oof. Just oof. That's all it boils down to. They're going to need to get those evasion stacks up immediately because, yeah, Warmech, yeah, okay, starts with lit 2, all right, might be tame. Hits like a truck full of smaller, heavier trucks.
Yeah, no, it hits like a semi loaded with pickups.
Yeah, the semi loaded with smaller, heavier, denser semis. At least he remembered his way through the maze.
Well, let's see. Let's see if he can beat Warmech this time.
He at least has the knowledge that he needs to get the evasion stacks up immediately. Because the spells were not that much, but Warmech was not playing around with his melee.
See, Warmech's like, why am I casting lightning when I can just punch him? Yep, defense sword coming out, and
three hits
we're
for
going white
440.
samurai.
Well, defense and ruse and white shirt. Yeah, this is the way. This is the play. I think he's got 3 stacks on those 2 right now. And lucky for the lit 2.
There's the lit 2. That white mage has got to cast Cure 4 on the black belt, I suspect, next turn. Yep. Otherwise, he's not going to do enough damage.
Yeah, black belt is now getting the fast out, getting the Cure 4 out. 6 stacks missing on that white mage. 11 hits for 719 on the Warmech. Temper's going out. 16 hits for 678. Nuke!
Oh, there. See, I told you, nuclear bipedal tank.
All right, you got it. Nuclear robot chicken there. Lit 3. Warmech getting into that spell list and making things not pleasant. 15 hits for 476. 13 hits for 134 there. Oof. 15 hits, 375. Down it goes. And there's that 42. Yeah, just as you predicted.
Oh, it feels good to predict something like that.
That was a chonky Warmech. Oh, slow landing first.
Oof.
10 hits for 653. Not too bad, though. Another fast, and it'll back up to the mega hits.
It's so weird casting fast on someone twice in a row.
It's so weird casting fast and having to actually do something useful sometimes. Yeah, Tia, not long for the world. 20 hits for 95, and down she goes. 143, 56, 4th orb lit. Aelmarkin is in go mode.
Yeah, Aelmarkin is ready to beat Chaos as well because of that 42 black belt. Grigglypuff very far behind as he needs to complete both Sky, kill that Warmech, and get the black belt up to a workable level.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for that black belt grind in the desert right now. Probably gonna let the Ankylos do some damage on the mages because he just stripped the mages of all their armor.
Yep. If Topher goes well, Ael's got it in the bag.
And we got Ael going in at 143 or 144.44 or 144.37, 144 something or other.
144.37.
Yeah.
Danny, our tracker, has got that down pat.
And back out. Looks like he's burning off some encounters before he really dives down.
All right. So all right, Danny. What time did he enter it for the 3rd time?
I saw 145. That being said,
unfortunately, we don't have shortened Topher, so it's going to be a long slog.
Yeah.
With Badmen showing up.
Yeah, the Badmen...
They're not too bad this time.
Yeah, it's the water floor that's going to be the wall. Because not only Kraken 2, but lobsters, waters, just everything that hurts. May have seen Aelmarkin trying to burn off some encounters, hoping to get a little bit of a hero run as he got to the water floor.
That I would not be able to memorize the encounter table that far down the line. That seems like super unpredictable.
When you've got the experience that both of these runners have, you can kind of tell where you're going to be at approximately.
It's like
Because they're
chess
wizards.
masters being to see like 6 moves into the future.
Yeah, pretty much. It's some kind of sorcery they have. Oh, it looks like unrunnable earths. Not like they're hitting that hard or doing anything nasty, but still unrunnable earths. Yeah.
Get a couple levels on that black mage, making sure he doesn't die.
Oh, he gonna die. I mean, that's a given. He's a black mage. That's what he's there for. But the white mage is there to bring him back. Never hurts to have 2 ablative meat shields, and there was a speed bump on the screen there for a moment.
Hi, Lich. Bye, Lich.
Yeah. 10 hits for 1200 damage. Lich is just wiped out immediately.
Gregory Puff, I believe he found himself a really nice enemy to grind for.
Yeah, I think he's doing steak and wings in the desert.
Yeah.
Carry 2 coming on up. Smacking that black belt for 700 points of damage. Black belt retaliates. 10 hits for 800. White mage gets in. Few hits for 100 points.
I mean, the white belt is a martial arts rank.
Yeah. All right,
that probably reflects the white mage's physical abilities anyway, compared to the black belt.
Yeah, just about. Wonder if Aelmarkin realizes that he doesn't quite have the MDef protection of a ribbon level yet.
Probably something I'd like to do is like go into the menu, check the status. Hey, thief!
Thief comes up with 1 hit point. You go out there and take a hit for me.
Be a good old buddy.
That being said, though,
Aelmarkin
got through the water floor without a single encounter except for Kraken. I'm convinced he's a wizard.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Aelmarkin is a fan of Spellcrafter, so you're not wrong.
Oh boy, down goes that Kraken too. 20 hits for 1873.
And yeah, we're through. We're through water floor.
Yeah. Got through there safely. Which is honestly a bit of a shock, because holy crap.
I think that hero run was intentional.
Yeah, that's it. He is
the wizard.
Yeah, no, he's some kind of sorcerer. Right.
Quad Xing, the only person that can get Quad X'd.
Thief's up, thief's down.
We've got one more shot for Thief Glory.
Yeah.
Although this is a pretty absorbing Tiamat.
6 hits for 462. Yeah, a little bit dodgy. You know, that lock 2 will take care of that, though. 10 hits, 552. And there's the lock. Hey, Tia, stop dodging. Oh, Sleep Touch Tia, killing the Black Mage.
Oh boy, Lit 2. Remember what happened the last time the enemy opened up with Lit 2?
Yeah, it died eventually. And just like Tia 2 did, died horribly to the Black Belt there. Chaos Floor, are we going to see anything? Oh, we see a thing!
Yo, the thief survived! Let's go!
Thief survived a single hit. That's a shock.
This is an invasive Ghasty. The black belt can't hit him.
And down goes the thief.
And then they run. So the thief died for nothing.
Yeah, thief died so that the thief could die.
Now, will Aelmarkin be knocked down by Garland?
I don't know. Let's see how this chaos rolls. Alright, standard chaos.
Right.
We gotta wait. We've got a fast. We've got...
No,
Nope,
he's
we got a white shirt.
before fast.
Yeah, you got...
Defense strats.
Yep. Not taking the chances. Oh, stop comes out.
Oh, the black belt has been stopped.
That being said, that'll come off with Cure 4 or maybe even a lamp, honestly.
Lamp. Lamp is out.
Lamp actually showing some use. Another white shirt coming out from the Black Mage.
Or
no,
wall.
It was a wall. Okay, well, preventative measures.
Walls before.
Yeah. Do it, Lamp. Do it.
You know you want to.
Yeah. Good thing you tossed that wall out because there was a rub.
Yeah, Yeah, the white mage is just, oh, there's a nuke. Or,
All right.
sorry, nuclear.
Yep, nuclear coming out, and the Cure 4 coming out, taking care of the damage and the stun. Temper
Wait.
coming out.
He's not. He's not. Did he cast fast earlier?
Oh yeah, he cast fast in round 1. I think.
No, he used white shirt round 1. Oh yeah, 17.
He did that at fast. Yeah, 13
Chaos
hits.
is gonna die. Yeah,
15 hits.
GG. Ailmarkin is the winner of this race.
Yep, get your GGs out in chat for Ailmarkin, coming in first on this one.
And claiming that belt.
Yep, Ailmarkin taking the belt away from Grigglypuff, and Grigglypuff going, alright, I'm done, and opening on out of it. So, get your GGs out in chat for him. He did persist on this one, despite the damage that the seed did to him and his computer. And we're going to see if they're going to be coming on in here.
Alright. Depending on how long it takes them to come in. Oh, yeah, they'll be here very shortly.
And those two dong noises means that we are joined in the booth by our new champion Ailmarkin and our now single belted champion Grigglypuff. GG's to both of you. That was kind of a hellacious seed. I loved it.
That was something, yeah, not gonna lie.
So, what do you think of Warmech, eh?
He was fine the second go around when I decided let me just not try to punch him out before he punches me out.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the scarier Warmechs I've seen.
And Grigglypuff, I'm sorry that your computer decided to go tank on you, but you made a quick recovery out of it, and you tried to power on through it, which my commendations to you for that.
Yeah, that seed was something else, to say the least. I felt like everything was unrunnable that could be unrunnable, and it was really bad.
Yeah, those lobsters and those waters, man. Also, Ailmarkin, what kind of a sorcerer are you that you managed to get that hero run just planned perfectly? Like, that was amazing.
That would be me channeling my co-op buddy Caleb's let's not hard reset strat. So I've got to give some kudos to him for that.
Wait, so you weren't calculating that?
Oh, no, absolutely not. We just make it look good.
Yeah, I saw you burning off some encounters outside, and I was like, all right, well, I guess
were literally saying, I guess he's planning for that hero run in the water too, or the Sea Shrine Revisited, and it happened.
No, honestly, that was just luck of the draw. I wasn't really trying to encounter Manip. I was watching it. It felt like there was a decent encounter or a decent run after the third or fourth encounter, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to it because the sea kept throwing me for a loop, and I was just out of my mind by the end of it. I'm just like, let me just try and finish this thing before Greg does, because I have an uphill battle here, I think.
Yeah, especially since you were facing off with Grigglypuff with a black belt. Which I also do have to ask both of you, why did neither of you actually promote? Because the MDEF flag growth flag was set.
All right, so I can't speak for Greg, but here's how it went for me, right? So I went through and I did all the fetch questy stuff earlier, and I get over to Honorac location. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit up Waterfall first in case Oxyale's there. If not, maybe it'll be in the vendor shop and Honorac will be fine. So I go down to Waterfall, I walk into Honorac and I see the tail, and I'm like something fuzzes out in my head. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? This isn't what's supposed to be here. Does not compute. And so I just left it there thinking, okay, maybe I'm just misreading these flags or something. Maybe I missed something. I don't know what I've done. So I left, and then after I went and found the chime to get into Mirage, and I went through and went down to Sky 2, and I got the katana, I was like, error. Oh my god, what have I missed? And after that, I was just full blown half sideways. I'm like, I don't know what I missed. Oh my lord, what have I done to myself? It was yeah. So at that point, basically, I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about going back for that tail. It's not gonna help me at this point.
I mean, when you found it in the shop, I was just like, you have the money. It's like that would have been so quick to pick up.
Yeah, you're right. If I was expecting it there, I definitely would have picked it up and class changed because, like you pointed out, the master did have the +4 MDef.
And Duckling Don, I have to direct that same question to you. You actually picked up the tail. I'm just wondering why you didn't bother promoting.
Just forgot.
All right, that's a fair call then.
I was having so many issues on my end, like between the fact that my computer I thought was plugged in, but it wasn't plugged in. So like the battery died like midway through my run, and then just everything was going wrong. I wiped out of so many different areas and so many different things. It just
that Sharknado tile was one of the worst. The water elemental's poison is just.
Yeah, I mean, at that point when I was in Sea Shrine, I just expected Ale to finish any time. So it was very weird that then my computer died, and then I had to like bring it back up, and somehow it was still connected and everything was going. And so I just kept going, and I was like, well, maybe this seed is treating him just as badly as it's treating me. And I was just trying to get some levels on the Black Vault because there were like 0 grinds. I don't know. Maybe Ale found a grind or something.
Yeah.
But
Ale did find those white Ds were very lucrative in the Hall of Giants.
Oh, you could kill them? Okay.
Yeah, they only had like 260-ish HP, and I ended up 2-manning the whole thing, just with Fade, so...
Yeah, for a while there, you were actually both grinding on them for, a little bit.
For a whole 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then you both noped out of them for a while.
Well, I just wanted to go on ahead and get those 50%, so, like, I figured at this point, I could kill Lich, once I got the Axial, I could kill Kraken, and then I was looking for grinds down in Volcanoes. So once I had like those 3 done, and then I eventually got the cube, I was like, well, I've got like 150% EXP. I could just go on ahead and grind now. And the only thing I could find that was giving me any sort of anything was the those beefy Tyro steak off the hard reset in the desert. It was just not good. It was not good.
I was honestly actually kind of surprised neither of you spent a little bit of time with that Argiant Agama tile in ice.
It's terrible.
Yeah, they punched me really hard the first time I saw them, and I was like, yeah, I'm not worried about you.
Okay, that would explain it then. I was watching, like, bouncing back and forth between both screens and didn't see how hard they were hitting then.
I was doing the same thing. I was just like, I mean, they're really lucrative and you got good armor, so...
So, congratulations to the new champion. And, Greggly Puff, sorry you lost your belt on this one, but you defended it versus how many other matches?
Quite a few leading into this. This was just a pretty... this is a tough showing on my end. It was a rough seed. All the things that could be unrunnable, that could be rough, were unrunnable. I'm just excited for Ale. Ale's a good friend of mine, and I'm very excited for him to go on ahead and get the belt back. He is the inaugural Irongol champion. I know it's crazy to think it's so far back, but he is the original champion. And so just to drop the belt back to him, I'm very excited to have him take things on, and we'll see what happens moving forward in the Irongol championship.
So are you going to be challenging him back anytime soon?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just going to kind of relax a little bit. A lot's been going on in the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, and I know there are other people that want to go on ahead and give him the challenge. So I think I'm just going to kind of calm down a little bit. Maybe if I want to do things, I'll hop into Irongol and work my way up the rankings. But I think Burt Reynolds is your next opponent.
Yeah, I think Burt's got a challenge. So
So, and what I'm hearing then is beginning of season 3, Ailmarkin takes the championship, same as apparently the beginning of season 1. So what I'm hearing is third verse, same as the first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if history repeats itself, I expect to hold the belt for about 5 days, and then I'll pass it on to some other better person. So, I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yeah, and it looks like Bert is in the chat and is mentioning he's going to be racing Wildham tonight. So maybe the winner's going to end up facing Nail.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of up and coming people in the community. Thanks to all the duck derbies and people joining in after and during spring tournament. And the whole point of Irongol initially was just to have some fun with the game. And I think it's a neat way to show other aspects of it, like. When I'm sitting there making the flags for this challenge for Greg, I'm just like sitting there and like, oh, I don't think we've seen this flag in a while. Click. Oh, I don't think we've ever used this flag in a race. Click. I'm like, oh, this flag seems neat. Click. So it's just a fun way to go through and kind of come up with some kind of obscene creation. I don't know how else to describe it, and just be like, hey, let's have fun with this thing. So.
I thank you for that, because a lot of these flags are new to people who've only seen the races. Or people who haven't mucked about on the beta site, and it's good to see them. It's good to see them come in, like Speedboat. I love seeing Speedboat just because it's so silly.
Yeah, I love Speedboat so much that I wanted to make my non-existent canoe get me into the Lafayette. It was so weird because I in my head I was like, oh man, if you get the flab in the bottle early, you got to make sure you check that area. It's the new flag, and you got to go down there. And then sure enough, I'm like, all right, I got the flab. I've done the flab translation. I got the bottle in my hand. Let me go up there and do the thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have the canoe. What am I doing?
Yeah.
This is not spring tournament.
Yeah, that was...
Believe it or not, this is not spring tournament.
Yeah, we did get a giggle out of that one.
That was the point of it.
Yeah, I did the same thing to Sans bottle because I don't want to talk about the bottle.
Yeah, we had some nice derpy moments during this race. A very fun show to watch.
Yes.
Yeah,
so...
I will not be watching it back because I am embarrassed by everything. Just all of it was just so bad. But at the end of the day, like I said before, plenty of times through my spring tournament and all this stuff, I'm just trying to have a good time. Even as bad of a time as I was having because things were just not going my way, at the end of the day, it's all good fun. Final Fantasy Randomizer is all about fun. Just come out, join the Discord, see what the game is all about. As annoyed as I was by everything, I try not to get too tilted because at the end of the day, it's just all about fun, right?
I don't know, seeing that airship take off and land on the Oasis was pretty funny.
Yep.
Yeah, and I do have to say that, thanks to both of you for putting on such an entertaining show for us tonight. It's, I love commentating on things like this, so... As Danny Pot says in the chat, go follow both the runners. They both have deserved it. They're, they do a bunch of good stuff, and they both help out the community as well. So go toss in some follows and go follow the other people Danny just posted. Don't forget to follow Danny herself, even though she didn't put her own link in there.
Yeah, it's so selfless that doesn't even post her own link.
But yeah, thank you to both your racers, and thanks to Papa Ducks and Danny for tracking, and thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us tonight. And with that, let's go into final thoughts. So let's start off with eeny, meeny, miny. Let's go with Greg Lipa.
Yeah. So congratulations to Ailmarkin for being the new Irongol Heavy Metal Champion. Yeah, that was definitely a seed. That was a really, really rough seed. I cannot express just how spring tournament changed the way we feel things going into seeds. The fact that these nasty unrunnables exist, it just messed everything up for me. And then of course not having the canoe as well. So you got to kind of get your mindset back to the old school way of playing the game with those nasty unrunnables that could exist, and of course not having the free canoe. If you're out there and you enjoyed what we did, Elmarkin and I, please join the randomizer. Go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, click on the link that says, the Discord, join the Discord, ask some questions. All of us will always be there to answer questions for you guys. And I'm just really happy that I got to do my thing in front of everybody and that Elmarkin's now the new champion.
Ale, what's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I mean, need a moment to decompress after this one, but yeah, I mean, just echoing a lot of what Greg said. I think this particular race tonight shows how much just variety and lack of this game can only be played one way exists within the community and within the randomizer. Like Greg was mentioning, spring tournament was one way, and we saw that for three months and some change. And we saw people running those flag sets, and it's all fine and great. But then you can kind of crank things up from a 7 to like an 11 almost, and it's like, okay, well, I forgot this game can be hateful and evil and nonsense and how to deal with it all. So it's a nice refresher on all the less comfy aspects of the randomizer. But yeah, I mean, just echoing again, check us out. Thanks to you guys, crew. Thanks to SpeedGaming. Thanks to all our wonderful fans out there. Thanks to Greg for racing me, most importantly. It's been a lot of fun.
And Admiral, what are your final thoughts for tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off a little bit and talk about like the different ways that you can play a Final Fantasy randomizer. Like, if you didn't know, like this whole Irongol Heavy Metal Championship, the contestants design the way that they want to play this game before they race, and they negotiate it, so it's fun for everyone. Like, you can join our community, and if you want to participate in this, you can make a flag set that you find fun and just play it. And I think that's really amazing. It's like, it's nothing better than everyone getting to play the game how they want to play it.
I have a hard agree there. And, for my own final thoughts, I am going to plug the tournaments that we've got coming up this weekend. There's got a micro tournament the weekend at Xeno's where we're going to have some people running some mystery flags. So, yeah, speaking of flags that people haven't seen, this is going to be a whole pile of, we have no idea what's here. And I'm going to love to watch that one. I'm not participating in it myself because I, have other things to happen, unfortunately, but y'all should watch that one. It's promising to be entertaining.
Yep. And apart from that mini tournament, next up is our Duckling Derby this Sunday, where all of the new players that have finished their training want to compete. This is their time to shine. This first race coming up this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be fun to see.
Yep, it's time for the ducklings to take to the pool with their knives and swords and things and let the bloodbath begin.
Don't forget the fists.
Well, yeah. But yes, thank you once again to SpeedGaming and the rest of the crew. And, come join us in the community. The community's really nice because sometimes the randomizer isn't. And with that, I'm going to say thank you all for tuning in and joining us, and have all a pleasant evening.